guitar buddies, happy Halloween. That was Iron Maiden and Number of the Beast. Okay, so we're starting with this great riff. So what I'm playing there is a D, and that's a kind of pedal tone because it keeps coming back to that D between the other notes. So we've got a D on 5 on the A string, which I'm starting with an upstroke. So I can play up, down, up, down, up, down, up on the F sharp and the G. So I'm playing D, then 4, 5, 5, 5, F sharp, D, G, D. Okay, on the D and A strings. And then just repeating. So 5 times going from A and 2 Ds. Just repeating that, so you've got. They're just moving that riff down 2 frets. So we've got a C as the pedal tone, going up F, E, sorry, F, G. And then, so we've got. Then you play the first part of the riff up to the F and C, so 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, and then jump back to the D riff. So you're starting on the kind of that A to D section. Yeah, and a little bit of palm muting, so I'm like lightly resting my palm on the bridge. Yeah, that kind of thing. Great fun riff to play. And then we're into just a D power chord, a D5, and then a C, back to a D. Okay, and then here, got a couple of guitars in the mix, but I'm just kind of concentrating on a kind of one guitar rhythm version. I've kind of played. So what I'm doing is I'm always picking up and down. So I've always got that kind of D there on 5, and it sounds like you've got a little hammer there. Maybe not every time, but the kind of rhythm is deck, 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 deck. So I'm sort of articulating these notes on 7 and 7, the A and the D. So just going, so kind of that kind of thing. So best way to get the rhythm is just kind of play along with the track. So then I'm going, so I'll play the C, then a B to a G, so just sliding that note down to 2 and 3 on the A and E strings, back to that D. Okay, and that's the kind of verses. Then the choruses, I'm just playing a C power chord, then G over B, C, D. So 3, 5, 5, 2, 5. Okay, back to C, D power chords. Back into kind of verse. Chorus structure, and then coming out of the second chorus I've got so here I'm playing an open D string, and on top I'm playing Okay, so I'm playing A B A 2 4 2, B C B 4 5 4, C D C 5 7 5, and then C to D. So with that D note at the start. Just kind of getting that in. And then we're into the guitar solo. That's over 2 chords. I'm playing. So. So it's just over B flat and F. And so. It just comes in just before the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the F. You could just play the F, but it sounds like a little, just kind of on the bottom string, just taking your first finger off, a bit like Ziggy Stardust. Yeah. So okay, so just releasing to the open E, back to the F, that kind of thing. Okay, and then we're coming out of the solo with this kind of so there we got. I'm playing A D A C A G E, so it's all on 7 7 7 on D and G, 7 5, then 7 5 7. Then G E E flat D, 5 7 6 5. Okay, on the D and A strings, and then just playing a little power chord C to B flat, or you could just play single notes. It's all quite quick, so that all works. And then play the same thing. That's the same, but just starting now on 3. It's got F and B flat, F A flat, F E flat, to C, then E flat, C, B on 2, B flat, and then play this power chords and just single notes. G to F. Got 2 bars of F, 1 bar of G, half a bar of A, C, taking it into the second guitar solo. And that's just played over the chords of D power chord, F, G, B, C. Okay, just going around those chords. And then basically you're back into a kind of verse chorus structure. You've got that again at the end, and you that little bridge section again. You just end with D5, C5, D. Okay, next we'll take a look at the solos. The solo was based around D minor, and I'm starting with. So I'm playing a D and an F on 10 and 13, hammer pull, then C to A on 13 to 10 on the B string, and then bending on 11 to 13. Yeah. Then I'm basically just coming down the scale with some trills. So I'm not counting exact the notes, just kind of coming down B flat and A on 11 and 10, just hammering and pulling off as I go down, A and G on 10 and 8, G and F on 8 and 6, landing on an E on 5, and then we got. So here I'm just doing again, more trills. Just on a D and an E and a D and an F on 10 and 12 and 10 and 13, and then just bending that F to G and then pushing it an extra semitone to A flat. Okay, and then another series of trills. We're coming down. Okay, so it's all just coming down a D and an F. So we're starting with the first two notes we started with on 10 and 13, and then a C and D on 8 and 10, a B flat and C on 6 and 8, an A and B flat on 5 and 6, and then just going shorter ones, just G and A coming out. So coming down 8 and 10, F and G, 6 and 8, E and F, 5 and 6, and then okay, got a little B natural here, cheeky little B natural. I just played D, C, B, 7, 5, 4, and then a kind of hitting that G with a bend, a little kind of wiggle on that. Okay, so it's basically coming down that kind of thing with trills. Okay, that kind of stuff. All right, and then we've got, just again going back to that original kind of 10th position, and bend it to an A. So moving up to 15 with a bend, and so bending that G to A, release, that's 13, and then finally going all the way up to 20, bending that C to a D to finish. Alright, so that's the first solo. First solo, it's more of a blues scale type lick to open. I've got just doing that classic Chuck Berry of bending a note and then playing the same note on top. Okay, so I'm bending B flat to C and then playing C. Okay, so I'm bending on 15 on the G string and then playing C on 13 on the B string. Then you sort of hit a quick open G and then play 10 and 10. And then come down the blues scale. So I played 10 and 10 on G and B. Then 12, 10, 12, 11, 10. And then played a G, bending that with a kind of big wiggle on it. So I'm bending on 12. Okay, and then I played A, C, and then 3 Ds. And then coming down the blues scale. Okay, so I played 10, 13, 10. And then we've got F, D, C. So we've got 13, 10, 13. Then 10, 13, 10. Okay, then we swap the top note for an E instead of an F. So we've got now 12, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10. And then we've got, so here we go, we're going from here. We'll put there 12, 10, 13, 10, 13, and 10. Then we go C, A, G, and then C again. So I played 13, 10, 12, and then 13, 10, 13, A flat, G, F, 13, 12, 10. So got, then land on a D, on 12 on the D string. And then a bend on a B natural to a C. Okay, and then release that to A, and then bend a G to an A. Okay, so bending on 12, and then we've got kind of just repeating here a bend, classic kind of almost country, kind of bending on 17. That's C to a D and hitting an F on top. Just kind of repeating that. So on the G and B strings, and then finishing with that bend from an F to a G, because I'm bending on 18 to 20. And then we got, so then we're bending that again, and then just going that twice. So you basically got a bend, and then you got 17, 15, 18, 15, A, G, F, D. And then we've got bending again, top note, C. Okay, so bending C to D, release it, back to C, so bend on 20, 20, 17, then finish with that D on 19 on the G string. All right, great fun. And next we'll take a look at the bass. I'm starting the bass by doubling the guitar riff. So I'm playing a D on 12 on the D string, and then F sharp, and then you've got this pedal tone of D. So then G and D, and A and D. You repeat those A and D. So you're repeating, so you got 12 on the D string, 11, 12 on G and D, 12, 12, 14, 12, and again, so 2 on D. So you got and that's where you move it down. So you play exactly the same thing 2 frets lower. So you've got C and E and F and a G. And then you play that once, exactly the same, and then the second time you jump back to that A on 14. So you've got 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. Then you kind of play the second half of the D one. So yeah, and basically you're playing that on the first verse. Then you've got a little or open D, just single notes. Da 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 ba. There's a D there, open or 5, C, through the A string back to D. Okay, and then much simpler now on the kind of second and third verses. I'm just playing a D, just straight 8, no, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2. Yeah, just playing that, and then so I'm playing a D on 5, then C, B, G, so over the C chord, 3, pull it off to 2, and then 3, C, B, G, 3, 2, 3 on A and E, then back to the D. That kind of thing. So it's really, that bit's nice and easy. Okay, just a few notes there. And then the chorus, just kind of jumping in. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so it's So I'm playing a C, B. So I'm playing C, B, C, D, and a little fill. Just G, A, D, A, G. Okay, 5, 7, 7, 7, 5 on the D and G strings. And then again, just basically repeating. Okay, so repeat verse and chorus just as before. And then coming out of the second chorus, we've got so we've got that da 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 da. So the bass part I'm playing root and fifth. So D and A, E and B, F and C. So just 5 and 7, 7 and 9, 8 and 10. Then the guitar solo, just playing 2 notes and playing a B flat to an F. It just kind of comes before 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just before the beat. You kind of listen to the track is the easiest way to get it. And so just going B flat F, just repeating that, finishing on an F on the solo before we go into kind of the second solo. And so what we're playing there is we've got a little fill here. So we're starting with that F. So here I'm playing D to C, 5 to 3 on the A string, and then just slide into an A, D, A, C, A, G, E. So 7, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. Starting on D to G to A, and then G, E, E flat D, 5, 7, 6, 5, then going C to B flat, 3 to 1, and then the same riff up to there. So I'm just starting now on the 3rd fret, 3, 3, 3, 1, F, B flat, F, A flat, F, E flat, C, and E flat, C, B, B flat, 1, 3, 2, 1, then G to F to finish, 3, 1. Okay, and then you kind of stay on the F for 2 bars to a G, and then A to C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4. So A to C. So go 1, 3, 5, and 3. And then we've got this kind of bridge section. So here I'm playing something like that. Basically I'm going up D, F, G, B flat, C. If you were just playing roots. But what I play is so I'm playing D, G, A, D. So 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, 5. Starting on A. Then on the F chord, F, A, F, B flat, A, F, 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8. Move it up 2 frets. For the G chord, G, B, and C. So G, B, G, C, B, G. And then just kind of root and fifth on those B flat, C chords. So I'm playing B flat, F, C, G. 8 to 10 on the D and G strings. 10 and 12. And And then basically we're back into a verse, okay? Yeah. So we've got a verse and a chorus, and then another kind of verse at the end where we're back into that, but we're playing it down an octave lower now. Okay, so we're kind of 5, 4, 5, 7 on the A and D strings. Move it down 2 frets. Back to where we began, just like before. To 3, 3, 2 and 3, jump back to the original. And then you've got basically the same as that little break section, and but you finish with a D, C, D. Okay, great stuff, and a lot of fun there, so happy Halloween. Thanks for watching, buddies.